Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I know it's been a minute, but don't you worry because I am back on the YouTube wave, y'all. Yes, I am. I am here to stay. So, I will be making a YouTube video though once a week. So, that one's going to be once a week. And then the IGTV, the one that I post online and on social media, that is going to be posted twice a week. So, y'all, I'm just so excited. I feel like God confirmed it in my heart to do so. I feel totally led. I feel totally equipped. And I just cannot wait to show you guys what He has showed me. Okay, y'all. So, this message is going to be about our decisions, y'all. And this is going to blow your mind because you're going to be able to see decisions in such a different light. I'm telling you. So, first of all, y'all, what we have to understand when it comes to decision making, right? We are Christians, we are believers. And what God showed me today was something so magical. He showed me that lately, y'all, I've just been tested. I'm not going to even lie, okay? I've been tested left and right, distractions at their highest. But what God showed me so perfectly clear today was that heaven and hell, aka Jesus and Satan, they both have one thing in common. And that is so crazy to think that heaven and hell have one thing pertaining to us in common. And you want to know what that thing is? Okay, so that thing is they were both seeking and looking for our response. Now, this touched me because we go on through life, right? And we try to do the right thing and we try to be the person we're called to be. But along the way, we get tested. And what I love, I do not have the scripture on me. I wish I did. But if I can recall right, in the Bible, it does say that, you know, in trials and tribulations, count it all joy. Count it all joy, any suffering, anything that you are going through that's coming at you. Count it all as joy. Because, can I remember this? Count it all joy because it is producing something that we need, right? So it goes on and talks about the things that we need. I'm so bad. I'm sorry. But, that's how I took the message. And what I can say is that heaven is in constant search of how we are responding. And so is hell. You know what I mean? And we have to be very aware of that because if we're not aware of that, in the right moment, we can be taken away. You know what I mean? It's very important for us as believers to make sure that we are making the right decisions. And how you know that you're making the right decisions at all times, but none of us are perfect, so I don't want to put it out there. But how we know that we're making the right decisions at all times is that we're constantly talking to God. We're constantly in communion with God. We're constantly talking to Him, pouring out our hearts, allowing Him to change our hearts, change our minds, put things in us that we couldn't get anywhere else. And this really touched me because lately I felt stagnant, if I can be honest. I felt pretty stagnant, not really moving in the way that God has told me to do because of this, because of that, because of that. And what God showed me something so detrimental to us is that in our decision making, you guys, we have to make sure that we are intentional. Okay. Now, when Jesus was here walking the earth, y'all, He was intentional. Okay. He had to be intentional because there's no way someone could go through what He went through to prove something to us without Him doing it on purpose. And that's all intentional means, is doing something on purpose. So Jesus woke up. Every time in the Bible I hear about Jesus' story and how He lived here on earth, it always says that He went up to the highest mountains. He prayed to God. He talked to God. He went out into the cities. He taught. He He performed miracles. He visited people. He, you know what I mean? He went through with his life, and when it was time to die, he was there as well. He didn't run. He didn't hide. He didn't get scared. No, he stood there and he took it because he was intentional with his life. So I think a lot of us may be in the process of wanting to be better and wanting to do better, but we don't even know where to start. And I would have to say is you have to start by being intentional. You have to start by making a decision. Hey, what do I want to do today? Where do I want to be 5 years from now? What can I do now? You know, God let me know that lately God has been letting me know a lot about feelings. You know what I mean? I live in a little town called Killeen. And in Killeen, sometimes the energy outside is horrific. I mean, I wasn't very sure about it when I first moved here. I didn't really know how to take it. I know that I felt something in the air. You know what I mean? You walk outside and you feel something. I didn't know what it was until I told God about it and he let me know. But he's let me know that there are going to be certain times where you're going to be in different atmospheres. You're going to be around different people. And he doesn't want us to get stuck in a feeling, right? So I remember the other day it was raining really bad outside and I woke up with a good attitude, you know what I mean? With a good, just sense about life. And then I went outside and I just got sad, y'all, just out of nowhere, just sad. And I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it won't always be you. You know what I mean? Certain things won't be you. Sometimes you'll feel a certain type of energy, you'll feel a certain type of vibe, but you have to understand that those feelings are trying to decide for you. You have feelings that are trying to decide for you. You have thoughts that are trying to provide for you. And what God showed me today, something that's so cool, he showed me, he said, hey, when you feel something, right, they come with thoughts. And I was like, yeah, you are right. Let's say I get up in the morning and I'm tired. Okay, because I feel tired the whole day, I'm going to be complaining that I'm tired. I'm going to be wishing I was in my bed. I'm going to be thinking about what I'm going to do when I get home. You know what I mean? I'm going to constantly be feeding this energy of tiredness. God showed me that is what the enemy does. Now, the enemy sends you a feeling to try to make you decide. But then he'll come and he'll be intentional about those feelings to the point where he's developing thoughts within your own mind. And you have to be so aware that when you receive and when you listen to a negative thought, think of that as energy, because that is him being intentional and trying to get us off track. So you have to literally, sometimes you won't even know what it is. I've been in that. I've been in that position before, but I don't even know what to call this thing. I don't even know what to call it, but I know that it's something. And here you go. I don't know what it is. Help me so I can help you. You know what I mean? And and I just really just wanted to make this clear that y'all, we have an enemy so intentional about killing us, destroying our families, our generations, our world. Why can't we be 10 times more intentional than he is? It's not so much of decision I feel like God is leading me to teach on. I feel like he's leading me to teach on being intentional. Being intentional with your life, with your purpose, with your day, with your thoughts. And he's letting me know when you are intentional, you are in control. Yes, you can make a decision. Hey, today's going to be a great day. Hey, today I'm going to go out here. I'm going to do my best on this test. Hey, I'm going to start my relationship with God. I'm going to read the Bible. You can do all that, and that's great. You know what I mean? That's great when you have goals and you make decisions for yourself, but what's going to actually carry you and what's going to fuel you is you being intentional. I just went on YouTube, and of course, I was looking at all the sad things about Kobe Bryant, but one of the things that he said in his interview that really sparked something in me was that Kobe said that, he only really had a love for basketball growing up. So when he figured out what he really wanted to do and what he was sold on, it's pretty much like the world became his library. So the world just opened him up into just being all that he could be, whether that's research, whether that's training, whether that's, motivation and people around you who are thinking and doing the same. He was opened up to all of that. And he just really was speaking on how he works harder than his opponent. So, if he was going up against someone and if they were big, he would spend more time in the gym. He would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. He realized that for him to reach his goal of being a great basketball player, he realized that he was going to have to start waking up early, 3 o'clock in the morning, and training twice as much as anybody. Now, all of us, I just feel like all of us we love to look at the finished result. We love to look at, he's a great basketball player. Oh, Beyonce is the best performer. Oh, Michael Jackson was the best, this and that. But we don't understand that mess took time. It takes time. It takes effort. And I don't even feel like it was even time. I feel like their passion grew their intentionality, if that's how you say it. But the more they was passionate about that, the more intentional they became. So I feel like it's so important. Kobe getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, that's being intentional. Training 5 times a day, that's intentional. You know what I mean? Going off and going to training camps and doing whatever you have to do, cutting your diet, that is intentional. And whatever you feed will grow. So I just really encourage anyone out there who is stuck, who feel like they're stuck, because that's what I've been experiencing since 2020 start. I've been experiencing just feeling stuck when God is letting me know, go, go, go. And I'm like, well, how? And he's like, well, you have to be intentional. We have to be intentional in this life that we live, because to be honest, all I have is right now. I could die tonight, and I don't have any shame in saying that. I'll be ready to go. But we don't have a tomorrow. You know what I mean? We have now. And God is letting me know that we have to maximize our time. We have to be intentional with our time. We have to be intentional with our crafts. We have to be intentional with our beings, with ourselves. If we have something to offer someone at that point in time, give it to them. You know what I mean? Don't keep holding yourself back from different opportunities. No, go and step out. So, I just really wanted to make that clear that, if we have an enemy who's after us, after our families, after our jobs, after us, who comes to destroy us and kill us and steal from us, we have to fight back. We have to fight back. And if we know that that's what he wants from us, we have to be bold enough and strong enough to say no and work harder than him. You know what I mean? Y'all, I don't know. I don't think y'all know, but the enemy works hard. He works very hard. And I just beg to differ that we can't work hard as well. We can't work hard for our families. God was just showing me today. He was like, well, I'm going to be quite honest. About 2 months ago, maybe 3, I went through a week. So I always feel like I get put through these weird stages of life just because I feel like for me to actually do what it is I'm called to do, which is minister to people, help people, and just guide people on the right way to Christ, I feel like I really have to go through these things. And so I've been through a lot, y'all. Y'all wouldn't even think some of the things that I've been through, but I've been through a lot. And what God has been showing me that I'm not going through a lot just because I have bad luck, just because that's just how it is for me, just because it's life and deal with it. No, I'm going through these things because they are going to help me deliver other people and help other people, because I get to understand deeply, I get to connect deeply, and I get to deliver. So what God has just been showing me is that, we got to fight back. We got to fight for our time. We got to choose love.